Hey, hello friends. In this video, we are going to see how we can create this typing effect using reactjs. Here we have an empty application which is going to contain app component, and we are going to remove all the content from this page, and also we are going to remove the class name. Alright, so we are going to create one more component which is called type text.js. Okay, so here let's create h1 tag. It's going to contain some text. Okay, and we are going to consume this component inside our app component. Okay, so now we want to pass some config to this component. So we are going to create a config. I'll create outside of this component because it will not recreate it again and again. And we are going to give a text which is going to be like some random text, or it can be like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And also we are going to give type speed, which is going to be 10 or 20, so based on the type speed. So if we increase the type speed, it's going to type fast, else it's going to type very slowly. Okay, next step is to pass this config inside this particular component, and here we are going to receive this config as prop, and with this we are just going to show the text. Great, it's working. So the approach is going to be, initially we are going to have an empty string. So we are also going to have an index. So every time when we increment this index from 1 to 2 to 3, so we want to check the index till the length -1 of this particular string, right? So we want to get the first character, and then we are going to append over here, and also we are going to get the second index, and then we are going to append to this string, and the third one, and then fourth one. Like this we are going to do. By using set timeout, we are going to do this one by one, right? So this is the approach. To store these two values, I'm going to create a state which is going to contain an object which will have the typed text and the current index. It's going to contain an object which is going to contain text and also current index, which is going to be 0. Alright, so we want to take this array and destructure this. Alright, so after this we want to handle this logic, which is adding character one by one inside a function. Okay, I'm going to define a function which is going to contain set timeout. Okay, so after certain second, which is going to be 1000 millisecond divided by config dot type speed. If the type speed is more, then it is going to divide by 1000, which means it is going to reduce the milliseconds so that the typing will be very fast. Alright, so inside this we want to first check if the state's current index, if it is less than config dot text dot length. Okay, so if it is less than the given text length, then only we want to increment this current index, right? So if this is the condition, then we are going to use set state, and we want to increase the current index, which is going to be state dot current index plus 1. Okay, and also we want to get the text of that current index. So current text equal to config.text of state.current index, right? So from this text, right, so that particular character we want to get, and then we have this current text. We want to set that to type text plus current text. So we are appending with the existing string. So first it is empty string, and then we are going to get L because we have index 0, and then we are going to increment this index. And next iteration, what it is going to do, it is going to take I, right? So for now we don't have second iteration. So first iteration, just we have timeout, so it's going to execute only once. We'll get the first character. So how to make it like multiple times, how we can iterate this? We can directly call this function again inside this, right? So once after completing this, we can just call this function again, and again the set timeout will execute. So now we want to call this function whenever the state.type text changes, right? So for that I'm going to create use effect, and here we have a dependency which is going to take state.typed text. So if this changes, we want to call this fun again. Okay, and also we can return another function, which means whenever we are going out of this component, we want to clear the timer, right? So for that we have to assign this set timeout inside another variable. So I'll create let timer, and we want to assign this set timeout to the timer, and we can just call clear timeout. We can pass the timer. Okay, and now whenever this function gets called, this will be updated, and here instead of showing this config.text, we can show state.typetext. Okay, so let me change something. Let's see what happens. Great, it is working as expected. So one more thing, we have to add the cursor, right? So here I'm going to create one more span, which is going to have class name as cursor, and we want to add style to this class. And we also want to add keyframe blink, and it's going to contain 0% opacity 0, and 50% is going to contain opacity 1. Okay, and we want to connect this animation with this particular element. So now if I refresh this, so we can see this is getting typed out. So I hope this video was helpful. If this video is helpful, please give it a like, and also share with your friends. Subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.